Okay, this is Archie, and in this video we're going to talk about how you can discover and develop your own profitable Solana trading strategy. This is whether you're doing it manually, but preferably using a bot like my Archie sniper bot here. Come to that in a second. But here we on the gmgn.ai UI of trades and Solana, and here we can see the top performing P&L wallets over the past 7 days, just for some inspiration about what is possible. Obviously, it's not about just the percentage. Some of these people have a lower percentage, but this guy made $53,000 in the past 7 days, 14,000, and so on and so forth. Okay, so the goal here is to ultimately be able to rank in some of these top performing wallets so that you can hit the targets. Okay, now my assumption coming into this is, to some extent you already have some experience at least buying and selling some tokens using different bots, whether it's Trojan Telegram bots or Photon or a automated sniper bot, and so you understand the basics of just at least working around the basics of the tech. Now, a lot of people get into this stuff and they lose money. Okay, they don't make money, they give up, and they say it's all a scam, or meme coins, you can't make money with meme coins, and all these things. But this is not like anything else in life. Okay, you have to put in the work, you have to do something different from everyone else, and that way you give yourself chance of success. So the first thing that I will recommend is, let me go in my sketch of what I want to discuss today. You have to get, the first thing is you have to be very clear in your goals, okay? I know it's cliche, but it's amazing how many people come on Solana, they just say, oh, what's your goal? I want to make money. Well, that doesn't, that's not sufficient. You have to be very clear. What exactly does that look like? Do you want to make $2,000 a month? Do you want to make $50,000 a month? Do you have a daily goal? What is your ultimate objectives? Are you trying to pay for a house, or what are you trying to do? The reason why this is important is because, for example, this is a good example here. Look at this wallet. His P&L percentage was 50%. Okay, and he made $53,000. Okay, now because his portfolio size, or the amount he's trading with, is probably big, he only needs a certain percentage to hit the targets he wants. Okay, so that's why the first thing is very important, to just get clear on your goals, because then, for example, if you say it's $2,000 a month, we can reverse engineer. Okay, we can, and I'll go into this in a second, but we can reverse engineer and say, okay, you need X amount of trades and X amount of win rate, and this type of risk management would then ultimately improve the odds of hitting your target. So that's the first very important thing. Obviously, try to be realistic, and I'll come to risk management in a second. But at this juncture, while I'm talking, just for the sake of time, let me run my Archie sniper bot, and so I can show in real time how I kind of analyze trades. So we have 3 options. I can snipe new launches on Radium, new launches on Pump Fund, or tokens have just migrated from Pump Fund to Radium. I'm just going to go for Radium sniping, and that's my wallet, and we're going to start listening for new token launches and try to snipe. These are the current filters, and okay, I just purchased a token. All right, so 1 token has been purchased already, and I will come back to that in a second. But these are the filters, so I've toggled on. I'm going to check if socials are true. I'm going to check token creator balance. What else am I going to check? I'm going to check current liquidity as well. Okay. And these are all available in the bot. And these are the docs of the bot and the, this interface and all the different filters available. But anyway, so that's going to be running in the background. And I'm going to explain my thinking process. So first you define your goals, and then you test and run experiments like a scientist. Okay. A scientist mindset is not obsessed with the outcome in terms of, oh my God, I need to achieve perfection right now, because I've got bills to pay and all this pressure, right? You have to be patient. A scientist, you take a sample size, okay? So what I like to do in my case is, okay, this token is already in decent profit. So what I like to do in my case, let me get my wallet address, or actually what is better here, let me open this particular trade that just went in. Okay, and this is where I purchased the token, and okay, so it looks a bit static right now, but let's see what happens. It might rug pull, whatever. This is a test, but you can see I'm testing with $1. Okay, you might say, oh, this is not exciting, you've made the profit so far of what they want to call that, like 20% return, right? But so rather you're looking at the actual value. So you say 3.19 minus 2.86, so it's like less than $1, right? So you're not excited about that. I'm very excited about that because I'm looking at the ROI. Okay, so for me, if I sell at this point, it's around a 10 to 20% return. And I know that if I can consistently achieve a 10 to 20% return, I can increase my position size. Then I can start to trade with $100 and $200 and $300. And all of a sudden, I start to make $30 per trade, $50 per trade, $100 per trade. So this is very important. In the testing phase, the first time you're trying to figure out a strategy, obviously, first of all, deciding your control group, again, this is all basic science stuff, testing stuff. You pick your starting point. This is just a starting point, okay? And then after you pick the starting point, you run a number of trades. My preference is to run at least 50 trades, okay? It's $1, so it's $50 for the test. And when you see these 50 trades, the next thing you want to do is, okay, this is a different one I opened. Here we are. So we run the experiment, we analyze the performance, we tweak, we run the experiment again. And you're going to treat this like a scientist. This is the mindset I want you to be in. You are not trying to make money in the beginning. In the beginning, you're just trying to test, right? There are many variables that affect performance. For example, what day of the week is it? What is the time of the day? Have there been any particular social events that have occurred globally? Has there been an economic crash? These are all macro. Then you have, the actual on-chain stuff, which I'm going to show you. But I'm just saying this, just to say, like, there's so many variables that you can test just to see. Okay, so let's go to analyze performance. So I don't know, this token is a bit stuck, but let's say I wanted to analyze this token, right? And assume I sold at this point for my, 15% return or whatever. Okay, so we are going to click to see the token. Now, when you open, again, if you've not seen my other videos on SoulScan, how to use the new SoulScan, all of that, go back and watch that. I assume you have that knowledge. But see, when you make a trade, you want to, the first thing you want to see is what is the characteristics of the token. Okay? So, for example, I want to know things like, you know, when this token was created, if I just get rid of okay, add and remove. Okay, this is when the token was created. Okay, this is the dumping has started. So I'm probably going to trigger my stop loss. But this is when the token was created. And there's so much to analyze here. Okay, how much liquidity was added? Okay, I can see that he put in 18 Solana to create the liquidity pool. This is the creator of the token. This is he minted 42,000. No. He minted where is it? 100 million XCOM. Okay, let's go to XCOM. So XCOM has 1 billion in supply, and only 100 million was put into the liquidity pool. Okay, that's already a massive red flag, because he only put 10% of supply into liquidity pool. Let's go to developer wallet and let's do some investigation. Okay, so I can see developer has some trading history. This is why he created liquidity pool. Let's go to transfers. And okay, so he minted XCOM. What else happened? He transferred out to some wallets. Okay, this is the mint. We got some other stuff going on here. Creation of liquidity pool. Okay, the seeds, the market, and so on. And eventually he puts 100 million XCOM. Okay, so that means he's holding 900 million XCOM. Exactly. So developer is holding 90% of supply, which is crazy. Okay, that is unacceptable. So this is where, you know, ideally, you know, with my rug filters, I would go back. Actually, this was false before, and this is actually false with the bot. Okay, so I'll go back. I'll turn something like this to true. If I saw many cases like this and they kept rugging, but this guy hasn't completed his rug. I'm just assuming I don't take profit, but so this is like the filters for the bot. Okay, so the bot is still running. Okay, and what I want to do is, now let's say I see many cases. I turn check token creator balance, and I want the max token creator holdings percentage. I would set that to maybe 30 as an example. Okay, so what that does now is, moving forward, I would avoid purchasing a token like this where developer is holding 90% of supply. Okay, this is assuming that I did 50 trades and I saw that half of those trades that I did, I discovered that a lot of them were rug pulls, and a lot of the rug pulls developer was holding more than 40% of supply. Okay, so also part of analyzing your performance is you want to look at technical things. Okay, what I mean, for example, so with the Archie Sniper bot, you can actually set, you have the ability to set profit, take profit and stop loss targets. You can actually set as many of them as you want. So I believe in the bot that's currently running, my take profit is 30% and my stop loss is minus 30%. Okay. So now this is just, again, this is all part of the experimentation of different variables. There's the on-chain characteristics of the token, which we apply filters to check for. DEX screener paid, advertising, what's the minimum market cap, and so on. Then we have the actual risk management. You see, so now this is where, if you have trading experience, you have an edge. And I believe this is also where a lot of newbies come in and they're excited, and they just think you can skip over the fundamentals of trading. You cannot do that. In fact, before I talk about this, let me talk about this quickly. The number one reason why you are losing money is this. This is why you are losing money. It is not because of the rug pulls per se. It is not because you don't have alpha. Okay? It is because you have poor risk management. And you have poor risk management typically because of psychological blocks. Okay? This can include things like greed, impatience, these sort of things. And the second reason is you lack experience. Okay, you don't have a trading background, you don't have the fundamentals of trading down. I'll give you a good example. Let me give you a good example. Okay, so let's say you start with a portfolio. Okay, first of all, most people don't even define what their portfolio trading account is going to be. This, I'm just going to trade. You just keep throwing money into it like a casino. Well, then you end up losing a lot of money. Let's say your starting account. You say, okay, my trading account for Solana trading is $1,000. Okay, no problem. Okay, what do most people do is maybe the first trade is $100. The second trade, they throw in, maybe they see a lot of hype in the Telegram or whatever. They throw in $250. The third trade, they completely FOMO. They think this is the one that's going to change their life. They throw in $500. Okay. If you see where I'm going here, there is no risk management here. This is what I want to call gambling. At every stage, there's no strategy, there's no nothing. It's just based on emotion. It's based on what you feel, your gut feeling. You're just throwing money in the casino, and then you end up in a situation where you lose your count in 5 to 10 trades, and then you say everything is a scam. Okay. Now, what a smart trader would do, if I can undo this in a second. Okay, a smart trader starts off, and I highly advise, there's so many videos online and on just beginners trading fundamentals. It can be Forex, it doesn't matter, just watch. Get the fundamentals down in terms of just understanding risk management, because this is the make or break. No, you can get the automated bot like this to automate trades for you. But without risk management, you are going to lose money. You know, it is better you nail this than regret. Okay. Now, an experience or someone with the basic knowledge of trading risk management, you have an account of $1,000. Ideally, you're not risking more than 1% per trade. And I'm being conservative. So what that means is that no matter what you feel like, okay, every trade should not be more than $10. What this means, or the implications of this, is if, for example, you lose money in this one, the net effect on your risks is minimal, because you've spread equal risk across all trades. Okay, so what you're doing is you're normalizing your distribution of returns. You're not throwing Hail Marys hoping for money to change your life. You're not playing the lottery here. And what ends up happening is, let's say we end up in a situation where you run 100 trades. Let me get the white. So you run 100 trades and you have a stop loss of 50%, a take profit of 50%, and you have 50% of your trades that hit your stop loss and 50% hit your take profit. Well, that means you have a 50% win rate. Okay, you can see this win rate. So you take trades, and what percentage of those trades are winning trades versus losing trades. And when you have this information over a large sample size, it is like having predictive powers to an extent. More or less, you know that over a large distribution of samples of trades, you expect to make X amount. Okay? You expect to win 50% of your trades, and as such, 50% of your trades would lead to X amount of ROI. Then you can increase your portfolio size, your trading account, with confidence, because you have thoroughly tested your system over a large sample size. And that is the importance of starting the process here. Yes, you know, what I did here looks boring, okay? Oh, okay, you know, tiny amount, whatever. Only made 30% return. But that is the beginning of building this sample size so I can have enough information to come and tweak my bot and improve the win rate and the ROI, so I can then increase the position size and manage my risk effectively. So the pro traders do not trade with emotion. They trade with systems. They do not let emotion or FOMO, oh, this money is going to change my life. No. You stick to your system. That is why these goals are so important. Because if you're clear on your goals, then naturally you would build the systems. If you know it's $2,000 a month, and like I said, we know we can work backwards from your data points, what the win rate is, what the expected income or loss is going to be, then you can approach your monthly goals or whatever goals you have with data that makes sense. For example, if your goal is to make $10,000 a month and you want to implement proper risk management, then obviously your account size cannot be $1,000 because each trade is $10. So in order for you to make $10,000, you would need to 10x your account size every single month. Okay? Which, assuming that every month you use the same $1,000, and this is not realistic because you're expecting with a 50% win rate and $10 per trade to somehow add up to $10,000 every month. Not realistic. If, however, you have a bigger trading account size, let's say, for example, you increase this to, let's say, 20,000, and we're trading, we're risking $200 per trade. Okay? Now, we're in an interesting situation because $200 per trade, let's say you take 100 trades, and half of them hit your take or whatever the win ratio is, you can quickly see that how this is much likely to accumulate to whatever, a higher goal of what you want the ROI to be for the month. Which is why when you look at this guy down here, if I open his wallet, he's got the high risk rate, high win rate, but look at the size of his positions, and then look at his portfolio size. Okay, let me check his account. $222,000. Okay, so his account is $222,000, and each trade he's taken, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Being professional about this stuff. Consistency. Look at this. No emotions being displayed here. Just put in appropriate percentage of portfolio to risk per trade. Okay, there's some variations here, but he can afford to do that because his portfolio size is so big. So actually he's risking, based on my calculation, less than 1% per trade. It's $222,000, $245 is definitely less than 1% of his account. So he's practicing good risk management. And this is again very important, because if his monthly goal, for example, is to make $20,000 per month, then with his strategy it's doable. He can do it because he can risk more, because his portfolio size is more, and in addition to that, he doesn't need crazy changes. Look at this. He's just taking a 30% profit, 14% profit, 16% profit, 51%. And again, this is like me in this situation. I believe I should have taken profit by now. Let me check my where's my wallet? Okay, let me check my wallet. Okay, so let's see. Whoops. Just want to see if we've taken the profit. Okay, we're still. Did the price come down? Okay. All right. So, yeah, going back to this guy, practicing good risk management, and just being very clear about your goals, because if you have a bigger size to play with, you don't need much. You can actually take less risk. You only need the price to move a little bit, and the price to move a little bit, you sell. And you're able to what's the word? You're able to make you're 20% here, 30% here, but it adds up because you have a big portfolio size. Okay. So that was my actually my next point here. But again, let me just touch on this because I already touched on this. When you analyze your performance, you're looking at, information about the token, information that relates to the different filters. What was the market cap? Was it burned? Does it have socials? Was Dex Screener updated? And then you can go into some other stuff, beyond even, bot filters. You know, like I said, is there a particular meta that's running at the moment? Did something happen in the news? You know, what was the, you know, that kind of stuff. And then one more thing you can also do, in my experience, is you can also open the chart, okay? And what I like to do is go to the 1 second, and I want to see, okay, how did I perform? So I came in at 3215 right here, and you can see already it even gives you some trading stats. So my stop loss, let's put the stop loss here, and this is the current price, okay? So you can see that, and this is something else I need to touch on quickly. When you're deciding your take profit targets and your stop loss targets, you want to think about the risk reward ratio. How much are you risking versus the reward you expect to get? A lot of beginners would do stuff like this. That take profit is 5%, their stop loss is like down here. This is very poor risk to reward ratio. You know, ideally you want them to be relatively similar, or take profit to be, you know, a bit more than the stop loss. Then you have a risk reward ratio that is higher than 1. When it comes to meme coins, you just want to be a bit careful because, you know, I would just advise when you're testing in the early stages, just keep a tight, you know, a tight group. Maybe you can go 20-20, 30-30, 10-10 if you want to be very tight. Okay. But, okay, so this is what happens. So let's say I have 50 of these trades, right? I've conducted 50 trades. And now what I want to do is I want to come in the chart and I want to see how did my risk management play out. Okay, so in this case, I got in according to here at 3215, which I got here. My stop loss would have got killed a bit lower than this. So this is good. I allowed the price to drop. It did not cut off my stop loss. Allowed the price to jump again. Allowed the price to jump again. And then we're up. We're above. We're almost 17% return so far. Okay. So if, for example, this happened, so my stop loss got cut off, and I see this happen in many examples, I would then go back and tweak my bot to maybe increase it and give more room for the price of the token to swing down, because most times these tokens will swing down. There will be sell-offs, but you don't want it so tight that you break, you know, you get the stop loss taken out. And then in that case, you would lose on a token that could potentially do a massive run. The same thing with the take profit. Let's say, you know, I put it all the way, you know, let's say, I don't know, you know, very, very high. Let's assume this is like 200%. Yes, the risk reward ratio is good, but it can take a long time for the token to hit a target. And what if on the way it kind of reverses? Then you end up hitting your stop loss. Okay. So, you know, again, you have to analyze your trades to see how your risk management strategy fed out. Did it perform as well as expected? Were you too conservative? Were you too aggressive? Okay. And then you can tweak based on that. Guys, when I tell you, most days I sit down for 2 to 3 hours. I open the charts of every single trade that I'm doing and I look at them. I study this stuff. You have to take this seriously if you want to win, if you want to compete, if you want to have make good money in the stuff. You cannot just show up. I don't understand. People show up and they get a bot like this or whatever other bot you're using, And then they say, oh, it's not making money, I'm losing money. Of course you're losing money. You're not taking it seriously. This is not freebies, you know. This is not different from any other area of life. You have to put in the work. You have to do something. There's millions of people trading in Solana every day. How are you going to make money? Every time somebody make money, somebody lose money. Most people lose money. So if you want to make money, you have to put in the work. The only reason I can make these videos and I can put out content like this is because I have lived this shit. Okay, I'm not like these other creators who just putting out stuff so they can put affiliate links. No, I actually have done this stuff. I do this stuff. I live this stuff. Every day, 2 to 3 hours, I open my charts. I analyze the charts. I analyze the token. Everything I've learned is self-taught. Nobody taught me this stuff because I'm hungry. So if you want this, and I know I'm going a bit of a rant, but it's just because so many people reach out to me looking for shortcuts, looking for the easy way out. It's, my brother, it doesn't exist. I know I can say that, okay, you know, you can use my bot and all of that, but if you do not put in the work, nothing is going to happen. So please, this is like the main message here, because I can share all these strategies with you, all the videos with you, all the tools with you, and still somebody's going to just, you know, I got bills to pay, I need the money right now. Brother, it doesn't work that way. You have to put in the work. If you're not in the beginning, if you're a beginner to trading, you're a beginner to Solana, and you're not putting in 1 to 2 hours every day, brother, I don't know. I don't know if you can hit your goals, unless your goal is like $100 a day. Maybe, okay. But if you want some good stuff from this space, you need to put in the work. So I can lie to you. I could, you know, tell you that the stuff is easy and all you have to do is run a bot and you would make all the money. No. You know, even the bot needs your instructions, and you need to, you know, you still need to analyze the trades, you know, make tweaks to your bot. Maybe one day you had assumptions about what the settings should be. It worked for 3 days. Then the 4th day, it's not working properly anymore. You're starting to lose money. You have to keep tweaking the bot. It's not something you can just leave alone. Yes, there will be times where you're on a hot streak. You can be on a hot streak for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, where you don't have to tweak the bot much and the bot is just printing money for you. Okay, fantastic. But after a while, you know, you still need to come and check on things. You still need to check, you know, check on the trending tokens. Look at the characteristics of the trending tokens. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think some people are just lazy. Let me just be honest with you. Okay, enough rant. Let us move to the last point. Okay, so now we've got the goals, we test, we optimize the risk management, you analyze your performance, and the last thing is to study success. Now, I want to be very careful here because, you know, people are obsessed with copy trading. And my problem with copy trading is there is so much going on under the hood, behind the scenes, that you probably cannot replicate. And you could potentially lose a lot of money trying to emulate another wallet, because you don't understand what insider knowledge they have. What is the purpose of the wallet? Do they have access to validators, private validators? Do they have access to private nodes for sniping? What is their portfolio size? What is their risk management? So I'm very wary about copy trading unless you properly understand the objectives and behavior of that particular wallet. You've studied it very well, and it matches your style. But in terms of finding good trading strategies, it's okay. It's a useful strategy. So what I like to do, for example, I can just paste the address, and what I like to look at, there's so many things you can look at. Okay, what is the frequency of trading? Okay, I'll look at this guy, and his frequency of trading is very low. Okay, when you click on DeFi activities, you can see swaps. I can see he made a lot of money in Snoofy, from what I can see. And okay, purchase Snoofy. And see, and these are the things you want to look at, because very quickly, I don't like this wallet. Why I don't like this wallet? Because he's throwing 14 Solana, 5 Solana. I'm like, that is not my strategy. So I'm not going to continue to look at the wallet or copy trade a wallet that is not aligned with the way I want to approach things. I'm looking for more of a consistent type of wallet. And so I'm just going to back out here for a second. And also, I'm not going for these big swings. I'm okay in this range, in this range that we're looking at here. So let's see who's got a lot of trades. I see 335 trades. 67% win rate. Okay, let's copy the wallet. Let's hop over. Okay, this is a decent wallet, decent frequency. And if I want to learn from this guy, okay, I'm already seeing. Look at this. He went in for little guy, 4.9. He walked away with 16 Solana. Here he lost money. Here he made 1.1 Solana. And Delucia. Stinky made money. Made money in Kingston. Made money. Wow, this is decent. He's doing okay. Okay, cool. So let's say I want to analyze. Let's analyze the trade for Kingston. So I'm going to get the wallet. And again, he's using a special program. You see, this is why, you don't want to be too tight with what is going on here, brother. I haven't hit my take profit. Okay, so I'm going to put in the Kingston wallet. Now, I just want to have an idea of what happened. Okay, first of all, this is a token that came from Pump Fund, because I can see Pump here, and usually Pump Fund tokens start high. So this is a migration. Okay, where is that wallet? Okay, this is the guy I don't like. This is the guy I like. This is his wallet. We go to maker. Apply. Oh, is that the wrong one? Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, interesting. I see what's going on here. Let's see. I got you. Okay, that was a Pump Fund. He purchased on Pump Fund. I'm trying to see an example where he purchases on Radium. Hold on, give me a second. Okay. There's a lot of STD going on. Alright, this is cool. Okay, so this is one way he purchased on Radium. I'm going to check token. Department of Government Efficiency. If that exists. Very funny. Okay, so let's go to Maker. Okay, so you see, this time the money looks more attractive to you, doesn't it? It's $509, not bad, right? You do that 10 times a day, you're okay. But if I scale this $719 to what I was testing with, you would not find that impressive, right? But I just hit my take profit for how much is that? What percentage is that? I think I made a 40% return. I just made the money right now, okay? But this guy made about 60%, not far off from the $1 one, but it doesn't look sexy to you, $1, right? So again, this is why it's so important to start small, because when I can scale up that $1, now I start trading with $700, it would look more sexy when you see the profit, okay? So now we're going to study this wallet. I just want to see, okay, has he got any strategies that I can learn from? Again, following the similar philosophy as before. Let's check out what he did. Okay. First of all, look at the speed of the trade. He's in and out in 10 seconds. In and out in 10 seconds. Okay. And that is his strategy. And I can then analyze the token. Okay, what are the characteristics of the token? What are the potential triggers or filters that this bot is using to tell it to come into this trade? Let's look for another one on the Radium. It's a lot of STD. A lot of STD today. Yeah. Generally, you can click on time. You can see it as well. I can see in and out, 8 seconds. Look at this one, fat, in and out, around 11 seconds. Made a cool 1.3 Solana. And I like strategies like this, okay? And again, it's all preference. Why I like strategies like this? Because it suits the style of people that believe in risk management. Okay, this is a shitcoin. These are all shitcoins. We know that at any point in time the price can collapse. Yes, you know, it's not 30,000%. It's nothing crazy. But if I can consistently get in and out of trades very quickly and then minimize my risk, why not? You know, you do that a couple times a day, you got the 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, whatever, right? And look at this, in and out, in and out, in and out. And right here he made 0.5 Solana. Okay, $67. Okay, is it you know, jubilation? No, but you know, this adds up. And look, let me just end on this note, because those are the main things I want to say. Okay, and I'm going to type this very slowly so that you understand. Your goal is to minimize risk and losses as much as possible. Okay, if there's one thing to take away from this entire discussion, and by the way, I had the CSV open. I was supposed to record stuff, but I didn't have time. What I'll typically do is I'll have a spreadsheet open as I'm kind of taking notes of all these things I was saying here. Okay, but ultimately, your goal is to minimize risk and losses as much as possible. Your goal is not to make as much money as possible, because once you go into Solana meme coins with that mentality, your risk management is out of the window. You are going to start to do crazy things. Your emotions are going to take over, and you're going to lose your trading account. Your objective is to minimize risk as much as possible, and in the process of doing that, the byproduct of doing that, you would make money. So that is the mentality, whether you want to do this manually, whether you want to do it automatically. I have seen some very profitable bots making 5 to 10 trades a week. You do not need to be overactive. You do not need to take on so much risk. It's okay to make 30% here, 50% here. If you know about the law of compounding, it adds up. It adds up. 30% here, 50% here. And you're risking 10%, 20% max. You're taking conservative trades. Okay? I know it is not sexy. I know you want to be, say, you want a quick, let's say you bought down here and you want to be, I made 600% and 700% and 5,000%. You want the lottery. You want the big numbers they tell you on Twitter, which most of them are lies anyway. Okay? This is lottery numbers. But if you can just calm your emotions down, play the long, consistent game, because you know your end goal. You know what your goals are. You know, okay, I'm trying to hit 2,000 a month. Okay, be patient. Let the bot run, let the bot do the thing for you. Right? So, I hope you found this video useful. This is how I would suggest a couple of steps for you to find your optimal profitable trading strategy. Just do the work. Yes, in the beginning, it will be a couple hours of your day, every day, reviewing your trades. But I promise you, by the end of 1 month, you will be ahead of 99% of traders in Solana. Making money would be very easy for you. But you have to put in the work, and put in the work now. Okay? So, with that being said, hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to use my Archie sniper bot, automated bot, I have another video about this. Helps you to snipe, auto snipe, apply filters, all the things you would manually do, all the checks you would manually do. I've automated it for you, make it easier for you. So if you're interested in that, you want to take your trading to the next level, then you can follow the link below to the Discord, Archie Labs, where you can go and purchase access to the sniper bot, join the community. We have a growing community there. People are sharing different strategies that's working for them. I'm active there every day, sharing my trades as well. So it's a really good place if you want to take this stuff seriously. You want to make money during the bull run. Yeah, that's it. If you like this format, then just leave in the comments, and maybe I'll continue to make this kind of long form type videos again. Appreciate it.